About why Baldur's Gate could change gaming forever. For today, we're talking about Baldur's Gate 3, and I have never played this game before. First of all, it's only on PC and PlayStation 5, which means Sony really got a good deal out of this game, considering the fact that this game is currently exclusive to PS5 as well. Well, but again, the console version might be sit for all we know. But most of the time, games, people are like, oh my god, it's a new game. I don't know if I should buy it or not. The game might be glitchy and buggy, or the game might be another boring, Ubisoft clone. Okay, and gaming has been in a what? The past couple of years. They have been. Okay, you know, the gaming industry, whether if you want to know whether if you like it or not, has been in a what? It has been in a stagnant area, usually declining year by year. Yes, more microtransaction reviews have been being made, but the opinion on modern gaming has gotten worse and worse and worse. So, 2023 might be finally the turnaround gaming might need, because must need. Because yes, games like Street Fighter 6 and Diablo 4 were roasted by users to oblivion. Overwatch 2 was destroyed, which is no surprise, to oblivion. But you actually have good games being released now again. You have games that are worth playing and worth buying. Okay? You had the new Zelda game, you had the new Pikmin game come out if you are a Nintendo fan. But if you don't play Nintendo games, okay, you still have new games coming out. If you're an Xbox player, you can still play the one game, the game. I forgot what the game with the weird robots that everybody talked about. Atomic Heart, whatever that game is called. And then you had the Harry Potter game and Resident Evil 4. But for first party games, you don't really have much luck because you have city games like Redfall being released, being rushed out to be a deadline. Games like World of the Rings Gollum being released as well. So you still have your sitters, okay? I would say 2023 is the best year in gaming, like some people say it is. It is not the best year in gaming. Okay, you still have so many sitters still coming out, like games like Forspoken being released, or games like World of the Rings Gollum. But I still do think 2023 is a turnaround year. It's definitely better than the last 4 or 5 years of gaming. I mean, I have not played any of the quote-unquote greatest games of the year. But the fact that people are actually happy playing some of these games, like Hogwarts Legacy, or a game like Atomic Heart, which was mired the controversy by the left, the Resident Evil 4 remake was loved, despite some people complained that some feature that you couldn't look up Ashley's skirt anymore. Yeah, people were really complaining that you couldn't look up Ashley's skirt anymore in Resident Evil 4 remake. The things that people complain about. Street Fighter 6 and Diablo 4 had good reception if you like microtransactions. Well, a lot of people don't, but both games still had pretty good reception regardless of it. Which for once, Blizzard finally got good PR for once, which is surprising. And then we have this game being released. Baldur's Gate is good, and also we talk about Pikmin 4 and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, but Baldur's Gate might change gaming forever. For once, a game developer decided to say, you know what? Let's make a game of passion and love for once. Okay? Let's make a game of passion and love for once. And not shoehorn microtransactions everywhere in the game and make the game pay to win. Let's make a game that, like Skyrim, released in 2011, that people will love. That the audience and fans will love. And obviously, the fans have a, very good word of mouth for the game. And apparently, this guy gave the game a 0, even though the guy praised this game. Maybe he just wanted attention. But yes. The whole argument over who's going to win Game of the Year is very, very stupid. Who cares if Baldur's Gate 3 or Zelda wins Game of the Year? I don't pay attention to what the bullshit critics think. Okay? Because really, the Game Awards is really, that's one whole big, gaming industry pay each other on the back of the Oscars. Let's not forget they gave The Last of Us Part 2 the Game of the Year, even though nobody liked that game. Okay? Which, further showed the decline of the gaming industry. The fact that The Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year. Okay? over any other game of 2019. Okay, that was much better received. But I do think gaming could make a comeback, obviously. Okay, gaming has not reached the 1982 levels yet. Okay, and if more good games continue to be released that are well received, we might see a turnaround in the gaming industry. We might see a turnaround in the gaming industry. We go back to what it used to be. So people will say, oh yeah, gaming isn't that great anymore, or gaming isn't as good as it used to be. Okay, people don't want microtransactions shoved in their face in multiplayer games, or even in single player games now. People just want to have a good experience and a good story. And yes, some people can only play a game for a certain amount of hours, but if the game is good, they're going to want to complete that game. Okay, they're not going to say, oh yeah, they might put the game on the back burner for a while for other things, but they're sure to come and return to that game to make sure that game is complete. To say, oh, I beat that game. Okay, and now I think we're finally starting to see a turning point in the gaming industry. We're starting to see a turning point in the gaming industry where passion and love is returning back to the gaming industry. Let's look at these user scores for the game. Okay, yeah, okay. Make a game that was built on a original RPG level by bringing forth high quality the graphics, scale to depth, and a massive narrative, and player choice at the forefront. It is a classic that raised the bar for all past and future CRPG games. Never played D&D nor a PS4 game, and I was never heavily to fantasy mode. Here I am, absolutely in love with this game. So this person doesn't really care about fantasy games all too much, and still loved this game. Maybe this game comes to Xbox, maybe I should just play this, or if I get a PC, if I could play this. But this game, Baldur's Gate 3, has gained endless praise online. And I didn't think there was much hype for Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't really see there was much discussions until the game came out. Again, I don't really pay attention to gaming discussions, but there wasn't really much hype for Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, there wasn't. And then the game came out and everybody started talking about it. Okay, as well. So yes, AAA gaming can still be redeemed. Developers just have to get the passion back and make actual good games for once, and not make games riddled with microtransactions and riddled with bugs and glitches. And that's it about this video here. Goodbye.